I'm excited about it, man.
Coverage tonight, starting with KPTV's Mark Ross, live tonight at Government Camp. Mark?
Well, just take a look at these snowdrifts piled at the side of the road. This one's here about maybe 5 feet high, and it's great news, like you said, for skiers and snowboarders because it's the thick, hard, sticky snow that you want as your base when you're on the slopes. But for drivers on the roads, bad news. You need to be very, very careful. Snowplows on Mount Hood have plenty of work tonight. Parts of the mountain are covered by over 1.5 feet of new, wet, sticky snow. The roads are wet and slippery, and that means time to break out the chains.
It gets pretty slick over there. If you don't put them right here, you're stuck over there. Big time, scary.
The snow kept coming down, but cars kept speeding up, whizzing right by our Fox 12 news crew despite the dangerous conditions.
On a road like this, just try and go slow. As soon as you think you're sliding or something, don't even step on the brakes. Just try and step on it little by little.
Kids with sleds and eager snowboarders welcome the fresh snow.
Oh, it's great. It's cold. It feels great. It's just a little slice of heaven here.
Mount Hood Ski Bowl will be open for the first time tomorrow under a fresh load of powder. But with roads like this, getting here may not be half the fun. And the snow in the sky that you see right now is blowing off the trees, a lot of the white stuff, 18 inches over the last day and a half. But the road conditions, despite how beautiful this is, are very bad. Take a look at this. If you drive up to one of the ski areas tomorrow, you're going to be driving on snow, and right underneath it is a solid layer of ice, making it very tricky. But every ski area on Mount Hood is going to be open, with Mount Hood Bowl opening up tomorrow. Reporting live at Government Camp, Mark Ross, the 10 o'clock news.
Oh, it's gorgeous up there.
TV's Mark Ross continues our live team coverage with more on how to make sure that your car doesn't leave your driveway until you get behind the wheel.
Well, no one wants to drive a freezing cold car. That's why so many of us leave the engine running when we're at home or when we're in a parking lot. But watch just how easy it is for anyone to jump in your car when it's on and just take off. The whole thing could be over in a matter of seconds. Now, cops I talked to this evening tell me that people may be more likely to leave their cars unattended during the daylight hours, maybe feeling a false sense of safety. In Clark County alone, sheriff's deputies tell Fox 12 that an average of 5 cars a day are stolen with the keys in the ignition on a cold morning. The best way to prevent the crime is obviously to not leave your car running, but people seem to understand the temptation to do so.
But I would much rather sit in my car cold than let my car heat up and come down and my car possibly not be there. It's a safety issue. Safety issue, totally.
Well, the cops say the best way to not have a problem with your car being stolen when the keys are in the ignition is to just not leave them in there. But if you insist on doing it, lock the door, have a spare set of keys. They say it sounds like a lot of trouble, yes, but not as much trouble as calling the cops and your insurance agent and doing who knows what else after your car is stolen. Reporting live tonight, Mark Ross, the 10 o'clock news.
Okay, now it's your turn.
Right, Laco came down here to number 8, Canby, to face a great team, but they also had to battle this. Take a look at the mud today. I can scoop it up and just, the whole field is like this. Ew. It's not really easy to play football and all this kind of stuff, but in the end, Lake Oswego got down and dirty enough to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Canby battling Laco, and both teams battling a muddy field tonight. First quarter, Laco on the attack. Jack Lomax to Michael Wessner, 14 yards for the score. 6-0 Lakers after they missed the point after. But the Cougars respond. Start of the second quarter, TJ Gorman, 14 yards and the score. The Cougars now lead 7-6. But Zach Young, one of the best rushers in 6A football, 7 yards scored to put the Lakers back up 12-7. And Laco wouldn't stop there. They go back to Young for the 5-yard scamper through the mud and the defense. 20-7 Lakers at halftime. Fourth quarter, more Young, his third touchdown of the game. That slams the door on the Cougars. A stellar season for Canby, but number 1 Laco moving on 28-14. The Lakers moving on to the third round, and they say they can beat anybody.
I think we can this year. I mean, everything matches up. We got a good defense, we got a good offense, and we keep rolling, and we play good as a team. So I think we can beat anyone in the state.
It's great. I mean, I've never made it this far in the playoffs, and to make it to the third round is nice. But we got to make it to Reeser. That's the ultimate goal, and then win at Reeser.
Boy, that Zach Young talks about as fast as he runs, and that's pretty fast. So that's the dirt on that game. The winner, Lake O, is going to face the winner of Sprague and who is Sprague playing? Sheldon tonight. And that's coming up later on the show, so stay tuned for that. Live in Canby, Mark Ross, Friday Night Lights.
All right, thanks, Mark. Field turf, guys, field turf. North versus
KPTV's Mark Ross live with what's new at 11. Mark?
Well, Julie reporting live tonight from the Woodburn Company stores, where it's on the verge of being Black Friday, one of the busiest shopping days of the whole year. If there's any doubt that it's the holiday season, this gigantic Christmas tree would probably put those fears to rest. As the 90 shops here are on the verge of opening, all of them are going to open at midnight to take full advantage of every hour, every second, every minute of that Black Friday shopping day. Now, cars began to filter in this evening about 9 o'clock. They filled the parking lot right now. This place is crowded. Let me tell you, everyone's going to open at midnight. Some shops opened at 10. They're going to be open till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And a couple store managers tell Fox 12 they expect to do about half the day's business between midnight and 5 in the morning, with the 2 o'clock hour this morning being the busiest, if you can believe that. There are just so many people here. They're looking for bargains, and above all, they just seem to be caught up in the fun of it.
I guess it's all about the excitement of breaking into the Christmas, stuff like that, so that's kind of fun, you know.
The sales are just, you save a lot of money. I have 5 children, and the sales do help, honestly. Here, I think this is a new thing for this year, and I think that it's going to go over really well.
It sure seems to be, judging by the number of people and cars that keep pouring in here. It feels like it'd be Saturday afternoon if it wasn't so cold and dark, and that doesn't seem to be stopping anybody. Now, Kohl's and JCPenney and opening at 4 a.m. elsewhere besides here. Best Buy opens at 5, and of course, you can get lots of bargains online. There's plenty of chances to save money, according to the retailers. If nothing else, plenty of chances to spend that money. Live in Woodburn, Mark Ross, the 11 o'clock news.
Tonight, a Salem.
We'll begin with the Beavers, and while OSU was eligible for a bowl game already, a 7th win would really seal the deal. That's what the Beavs were looking for at Washington State, and a soggy day in Pullman, but Evanson Bernard, anything but washed up. The guy's got some great moves. Here he is showing them off. Runs this way, that way, and every way the end zone is, he's going. 22 yards, setting up a quarterback sneak by Lyle Moivau, and a 7-0 Beavers lead. And Bernard again, 18 yards to the house. The good guys go up 31-3 at the half. And in the fourth quarter, the Beavers still in control. Clinton Polk, 56 yards in the score. OSU runs away with a big win in Pullman. 52-17 is your final. Well, the Ducks have had better weeks. The year is going to end without a chance at the national title. And, of course, without quarterback Dennis Dixon out with injury. The best Oregon can do is keep an eye on the other teams in the chase and hope they go down. But Kansas, Missouri, and top-ranked LSU all won today. So how about Oklahoma, ranked number 4 in the BCS, but getting smoked by Texas Tech? Check it out, Graham Harrell. It's a Michael Crabtree who crab walks all over the field. He's going left, he's going right, he's going up, he's everywhere. Oklahoma had their starting quarterback go down with a concussion, and everyone felt that hit as the upset bug bites Oklahoma 34-27. So it could help Oregon as the Ducks hope for a better bowl game. Jerry Glanville's Vikings finish off the season on a high, grabbing a road win at Northern Colorado. That puts the cap on a 3-8 season for Portland State in Glanville's first year as coach. College hoops now. The Ducks have rolled off to an undefeated start and a number 11 national ranking. Tonight we got to see them here in the Rose City as the Portland Pilots playing host to Oregon. And those Pilots mean business. They jump out to an early 5-point lead thanks to this 3-pointer by Nick Ravio. But then those Ducks start to flap their wings a little bit. Look at Tawan Porter. Watch where he shoots from. Somewhere near the concession stands. The guy's ridiculous. 15 points for him. Malik Hairston, a game-high 24. Here's 2 of them right there. The Pilots slam the door on the Pilots cop and slam shut by U of O. That's passive tense. You're supposed to use active voice. It all comes down to an 85-61 win. How about the Blazers, hoping to bounce back after blowing a 25-point lead and falling to Philly last night? Well, they're taking on the Wizards. LaMarcus Aldridge with 18 points. That's the slam dunk right there. And then Aldridge again getting going. He takes the feed inside and throws it down. Also with 10 boards, but Antoine Jamison goes off with 30 points and this assist to Brendan Haywood for the crazy shot. The Wizards send Jarrett Jack and the Blazers to their second straight loss, 109-90, Blazers at Charlotte on Monday. Glencoe and Cleveland for the boys' 5A soccer championship, tied at 1 apiece. Chilo Rivera setting up Will Hiles for the game-winning goal, and Glencoe wins the title 2-1 over Cleveland, the Crimson Tide finishing the year without a loss. They had 18 wins and a tie, so a big congrats. Also, Central Catholic beating Grant for 6A's title 1-0. Earlier in the show, you saw Jacoby Ellsbury in his homecoming parade. Now, Ellsbury wears a lot of different hats: Red Sox rookie, World Series hero, and Madras native. Join us tomorrow as we go one-on-one with Jacoby on Oregon Sports Final tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. So that'd be a little bit premature.
Yes. All right, Mark, thank you very much. Step a quick The Portland Trail Blazers are on fire right now, but a lot goes on behind the scenes to make sure fans enjoy the game and the lulls during commercial breaks.
Have you been to a game yet?
I have this year.
I need to get to one. Well, Toss Bosma is the guy in charge when the action on the court stops. KPTV's Mark Ross has his story.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm Todd. Everything good?
Great, fantastic.
Good.
It seems like Todd Bosma knows everybody.
You got it. Have fun tonight, okay?
And that everybody knows Todd.
Todd, you're looking good tonight. Trying to, Bob. Hey, Storm, I'll get it for you as soon as my meeting's done. It's all tickets, man. Everybody wants tickets to the sold-out game.
And this season, that's just about every game. The crowds are here, and it's Bosma's job to make sure when the action stops on the court,
It's in charge. Stand by.
that the mascot is ready to dunk,
Let's go.
the dancers are ready to go, and that tiny parachutes drop on cue.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, no. Kamikaze.
Such is the life of Todd Bosma.
Oh, it's serious business.
His official title is Director of Game Operations, but that means that he's responsible for just about everything in the building besides putting the ball through the hoop.
It's all fun. Come on.
Even the national anthem singer,
Anthem is Neil Clevenger.
chosen by Bosma himself earlier this year.
Good, good, good.
Todd does it all with unmatched enthusiasm.
Can we blow the horn every once in a while? No? Maybe not.
Did I mention
Hello, hello, hello.
that Todd seems to know
What's up? How are you?
everybody?
What's up, Tony? Nice corduroy, Howard. Good, good. Your mom all right?
And he never stops moving.
Man, don't ever say I didn't give you anything now.
On game day, he starts around 8 in the morning.
You start over here on the left, and you work your way this way.
The game starts around 7 at night.
Come on in our fantastic room here.
But the long hours don't put a damper on Bosma's enthusiasm.
Hi, Aaron. Come on in. This is the place.
He goes through plans
Team attendance, and then we're going to do blimp.
with some of his staff, known as the Todd Squad.
The name is sort of stuck. Official member of the Todd Squad.
Todd Squad.
Yeah, it wasn't my doing. It's not like I wanted to make up a T-shirt of me going, hey, Todd Squad.
The idea
Contest here, contest here.
is to keep the action going.
It's just running like crazy.
Finally, it's game time.
All right, we ready? Let's do this. This is the perch. This is where we direct all the games from.
Bosma puts on the headset
Group welcome 320.
and actually sits still for a little bit.
So is he going to go 110?
He keeps his finger on the trigger and a cool eye on the action.
Nice dump down.
The music in the arena,
Go music, go music.
Todd's music.
This is Len from Lake Oswego.
The half-court shot contest,
Spin our wheel of fun.
Todd's there. Those coupons that fall from the blimp, Todd's work too.
All right, everybody get that?
The fans snatch up the promotions, and the Blazers
5 seconds.
grab another win.
3, 2, celebration, celebration. Blazers win, Blazers win.
It's the end of another 15-hour day,
Anytime you shoot the streamers, it's a good night in the Rose Garden.
and that's a wrap.
Nice job, everyone.
At least until the next game.
This is what we do for a living. You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Mark Ross, Good Day, Oregon.
But Todd seems like a nice guy and just really such great energy.
He does. I've met him a couple times doing some work here for Good Day.
Local now with a girl from Gold Beach who clawed her way to the championships in a male-dominated sport. Kelsey Carl was the only girl who placed in the Oregon State Wrestling Championships. KPTV's Mark Ross joins us live now with more on this. Mark?
And she didn't need to win a gold medal to prove her medal, but a fourth-place finish is quite a feat. Carl did it by taking on a field that was made up almost completely of boys. Really impressive that the freshman from Gold Beach would even go out for wrestling to begin with, but even more amazing is that she did well enough to make it to state. And it seemed like the entire town of Gold Beach rallied behind Kelsey as she stormed into that tournament, beating boys along the way. As a former high school wrestler myself, I know how much strength and endurance the sport requires. Add to that the stress and discipline of making weight, and wrestling is one of the toughest sports there is. Plus, Carl is at a physical disadvantage since boys her same size are just naturally stronger than girls, but that hasn't stopped her. Carl lost by decision today and places 4th in state. She says she's proud to show what she can do.
It just proves that not just guys can wrestle, girls can too. Really happy that I did as good as I did.
Oh, I couldn't be any prouder. There's been a lot of guys come along that underestimate her, and sometimes that works to our benefit, and I don't think anybody's going to be underestimating her anymore.
Kelsey Carl, again, she's only a freshman. She plans to keep wrestling with an eye not on just placing, but to win a state title. Reporting live, Mark Ross, the 10 o'clock news. It's a good time to be a Viking. A victory tonight would put first place Portland State just 1 win away from wrapping up the regular season championship. San Antonio Spur Ime Udoka rooting for his old team, and he saw Andre Murray just sneak up on the bad guys. Look at the steal, and he flies in for the slam. But Weber State would counter with this, a windmill dunk. Are you kidding me? It's a real game going on here. Close one from start to finish. Ken Bone feeling the pressure. Jeremiah Dominguez, though, plays for his team, and the little guy driving on a dude twice his size gets the hoop and hack. The Vikings hold off the Wildcats 76-73. One more win, and they get to host the conference tournament. And, of course, the winner of that gets to go to the big dance.
Weber State's a very good team. They're good at home, good on the road. Well balanced. It's a tough team to beat, but our guys survived tonight.
This is big time for us. I mean, came out in this game, it meant everything. I mean, the championship was on the line. If we got this win, it was kind of sealing this, the championship for us.
You know, Dominguez is only like 5'6". Pac-10 action now. Washington State was ranked. Oregon was not, but the Cougars hadn't won in Eugene in over a decade. The Ducks were just desperately trying to claw ahead in the Pac-10 standings. So a tough test for Oregon at home tonight. Marty Lunan. Hello, Lunan. He came out ready to go. The 6'9" senior driving there. He had led all Duck scores with 20 points. But Wazoo has a sharpshooter, Taylor Rochesty. Game-high 21 points as Washington State takes it 62-53. It's the first time in 12 years they've won at Oregon. The Ducks now heading down south to take on those LA schools next. Oh, the poor Beavers, trying to cheer on their first win in 2 months. It didn't happen against the Huskies. Ryan Appleby tossed in 32 points on 9 3-pointers for Washington. Oregon State never in it. They've lost 14 straight and haven't won a game since December 19th, before Christmas. My goodness. The Huskies win 97-59 in Corvallis. The Beavs have lost 3 times as many games as they've won. They're winless in the Pac-10, and they got to go to UCLA next. Ouch. Elsewhere, LaMarcus Aldridge had 18 points. It was 17 points and 7 assists for Brandon Roy in last night's rookie sophomore challenge. Good showing, but there's not much time to enjoy it. You got to remember Roy is in tomorrow's marquee game with the big guys. And speaking of the big guys, the All-Star Slam Dunk Contest was spectacular. Look at this, Dwight Howard. These dunks are, yeah, Kobe Bryant is reacting like that. You know you've done something good. And here he is, Dwight Howard with the Superman cape. He gets up so high, he just throws it through the rim. They called it a dunk anyway. Magic Johnson's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then this one where he changes hands off the backboard. 7-foot-tall Dwight Howard does something that you and I can't do. He wins the slam dunk contest. Again, the Blazers all-star Brandon Roy playing tomorrow night. And how about this guy? An expert in everything from kitchen space to kicking your face. He's a realtor who packs a real punch, an educated, well-spoken, house-selling fighting machine. I couldn't make this up. Meet him and see a wrap-up of all the weekend's big local sports stories, all coming up tomorrow night at 11 p.m. on our half-hour sports show, Oregon Sports Final. Don't mess with him about closing costs.
Yeah, that is quite a resume.